as opposed to chair and vice chair. It's a matter of two people sharing the position equally rather than one who is the the boss of the other. It just gives that, it just makes the committee fairer.
Can I ask you a question?
David.
Mr. Gunn, thank you for the comment. Ma'am?
You don't have to call me Ms. Gokenauer, that's okay, I'm Shona. I'd like to have the record reflect that I think it's very important that the co-chairs or chair or vice chair have direct contact with targeted communities for selective arrest, and that they have experience and contact and work within communities that are directly affected, so that we have the guidance of people who are trained, understand the difficulties and the oppression that people face with selective arrest, not from, say, a policy angle, but from an actual interaction angle. Thank you. You're welcome, Elaine.
Ma'am, your name is Rose, right? Rose. Before I get you to talk, can I see if there's anybody else that hasn't had a chance to speak yet? So we've just got two hands that have spoken before.
Henry hasn't spoken yet.
Yes. Yeah, my name is Henry Jones, and I would like to say that the chair or the co-chair should be persons that are familiar with people that use cannabis and that are on the level of have communication with people, regular homeless people, street people on and SROs, and people that are disabled people with AIDS and stuff like that.
We've got 4 minutes done.
Are people okay with us now making the nominations, keeping in mind that there will, of course, still be public comment on the before the vote is taken?
Yes.
And I'm seeing mostly nods, and I'm going to pause for a second.
Well, I actually have something to say, but I can't. So,
do you mind if we go ahead and make the nominations and then allow a larger public comment period after the nominations?
Okay. Can I see?
Okay. All right, so can we open nominations for the first position? And we'll get to whether it's going to be chair and co-chairs or vice chair in a second, but for a chair position. All right, I nominate Mira Ingram for a chair position, and that's Elaine.
I'll second that.
I would like to nominate Camilla Field for chair. I'll second that. Now would be the time should we give explanation why? Is it possible?
Let me facilitate this. Let's put all the nominations on the table. For any time, chair, it'll be vice chair, co-chair.
No, because now they're in process.
Any other nominations? Okay, because I'm going to help take the minutes and facilitate. So, Aline Rajan nominated Mira Ingram, that was seconded by Catherine Smith. Is that right? Did I do that right? And Richard Rendon nominated Camilla Field, and that was seconded by Michael Gold. A lot harder than those guys. And then third, Camilla Field nominated Michael Goldstein, and that was seconded by Pat Dennis. Is that what happened? Any other nominations?
That's how it happened.
Okay.
I would it be possible to make a comment? Because in hearing the public comment, which was very helpful at the beginning, was that there was some concerns of who should be chair, and from the community saying that maybe it should be folks relating to different issues. My nomination of Camilla is based on that I feel that this committee is part of a movement, an actual movement, and I believe the more resources we can have at our as access is critical, such as the Drug Policy Alliance, where Camilla works. And I feel there is a strong resource for us, and her professionalism from what I've seen so far. So.
Let's do it that way. Any other comments from the table on any other nominations? And then we'll get to comments from the board.
Catherine has.
I'd like to talk about Vera for a moment. I think she's like a great chair also because she's got experience in just the other field. She's in touch with people all the time. She does groundwork basically, and she's disabled, so she's got a real grasp on, you know, what the average guy is. Which is, I think, what we're going to be dealing with, basically.
I would just like to say, whether I am the chair of this committee or not, I think all 7 of us are really committed to the task of this committee. And I think the chair position is someone who can really help run the meeting and certainly not set the agenda, but work with the committee members to figure out the best agenda for each meeting coming up. I see it as much more of a procedural rather than topic role. So I just wanted to say that regardless of who is the chair and the vice chair, I'm looking forward to working with all of you, getting to the business at hand.
Any other comments from the committee members about nominations?
I'd just like to say too that listening to the public and their idea of having someone connected to the community, I think that's a very important idea, whether it's me or not. And I also like the idea, I don't know if it's the appropriate time to mention it because we're not onto the bylaws, but of having 2 chairs. I think maybe if there was a way that 2 people could share equal responsibilities, that maybe it'll help us to work together and accomplish things better. I like that work together.
Okay, so this becomes interesting. We're going to have public comments on this, and then we're eventually going to have to decide whether it's chair, vice chair, or co-chair, co-chair. It just occurred to me, thank you, Mira, that actually the proposed bylaws have the structure of chair, vice chair, which might make it a little bit weird to vote if we end up changing the structure. So I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if we want to deal with the structure at the vote part, or just vote for a chair and vice chair, and if we end up changing the structure as part of the bylaws, we should do that.
Yeah, let's just vote for the people and then we'll figure out.
Okay. All right. So that was just to try to figure out how this relates to point number 4. But now we can have public comment. I understand this is significant. This is important. I'm going to ask that people not make more than 3 minutes of comments on this topic and not make more than 1 comment in a round. Okay? So whoever wants to start and talk about, whoever wants to talk about the nominations. Okay, Ms. Finkelstein or Finkelstein?
Finkelstein.
Finkelstein. Ms. Finkelstein.
Peter Drucker, the management guru, once said that leadership differs from management and that management's about doing the right things and leadership's about management's about doing things right and leadership's about doing the right thing.